Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to another video. This is a highlight of just a short live stream I did on Monday, August 18th, 2025. Just sat down, sat down late at night after work, trying to play a few good games of Dead by Daylight. This is my first game of the stream. You see I'm in a lobby here with a Quentin named Magic School Bus something. Yoichi and a Fang Min. You see the Quentin say good luck, have fun. And so I type the same thing right back. And the irony is there's some conflict by the end of this video between the two of us that typed good luck, have fun into the chat in this lobby. I had no idea what was to come, but this just seems like it's becoming all too common these days in Dead by Daylight. As a Twitch streamer, sometimes I get killers that'll come in and try to get some salt with a GG easy after they slug everybody at 5 gens or something like that. But that's pretty rare. Much more common is salty survivors who come in and try to point the finger when they die in a game of Dead by Daylight. Nobody likes to take any kind of accountability for the mistakes they might have made. The not being stealthy, the not being careful, just going in for saves blindly, things like that, and getting themselves killed early. And then they watch somebody else do well in the game, they're quick to point the fingers and say, oh, you're a piece of poop, you're garbage, even though they only scored a small fraction of the points that you might have scored. And you'll see that exactly take place in the following game right here. Or not the following game, but this game right here, the first game on my stream. And you'll see the crying continue. Come in, viewers. Through the entire next game. The second game. How is our first game of the stream gonna go, guys? You tell me. Yeah, you'll see the crying continue through the entire second game of my stream here in Dead by Daylight. By that Quentin. So let's be careful, guys. Let's watch what happens between me and the Quentin. Let's take a close look here, guys, at how many times this Quentin heals or saves me in the game, and how many times I save his ass and heal his ass. Just to try to keep a score of, you know, who saved who the most, and maybe who had more reason to cry and whine at the end. So you see here the Springtrap has hit me with an M1 attack. He missed an axe attack. I am here trying to dodge his hatchet, expecting to throw a hatchet, and he misses. I get a pallet stun, go for a blind here, decide to give up the blind to get away. Just running for my life here, expecting another hatchet. Now I'm going for this pallet here. See him coming in. I get another pallet stun. Get that blind that I missed earlier, and continue to try to evade this guy. But I get hit with a hatchet. Alright, we're doing alright, we're doing alright. And so I'm hooked, and I kind of watch the gameplay. That is the Quentin over to my right hand side. In the road. There's a guy who just got chased off the generator. He's already got a hatchet in him in 3 seconds. And let's see how long this guy survives, just to see if he can survive as long as I did there at the start. Nope. He gets hit with 2 hatchets and he's down. Okay, just making a note. Again, neither one of us have saved each other or anything. Yoichi comes in, makes the save on me. I'm going in actually trying to get a flashlight save here. You see I don't give up. And I actually flashlight saved the Quentin. Well, the Zach's 1, Quentin is 0. He's done nothing for me at this point. I've actually saved his ass. And 3 seconds later he goes right back down. Yoichi comes in to give me a heal. He's like, man, that was a cool flashlight save, bro. Let me heal you up. You deserve a heal. Save, man. You deserve a heal. Now, obviously, this Jin here is regressing. The object of the game is to get Jins done, so of course I'm going to stop the regression. Yoshi looks to be going into the save anyhow. You see the thing is being chased, and she's down. I'm just kind of got my camera focused over there to see what happens. Okay, Fang went in for the save and got herself downed. That was kind of a mistake on the Fang's part to go in injured and try to get that save. Now you see Yoichi's being chased by the brackets. This is not looking good. But I stay committed to the gen because, hey, I'm that close anyway, so might as well. So Yoichi is now being hooked. So watch this, guys. Fang actually gets up with Unbreakable. I'm headed that direction. I was gonna go save the Quentin. So if Fang wouldn't have had Unbreakable, I definitely would have saved Quentin first, because he was hooked first. So, I definitely would have saved him there, had Fang not had Unbreakable. Here, again, I'm trying to stop a Jin from regressing. I stop the regression and make my way to make a save. So remember, I've already saved... No, I haven't saved anybody yet. This will be my first save. Save the Yoichi. And then escape. The one thing you notice is this killer is doing a lot of tunneling. He's going right back to the hook, and he's not after me, because I'm full health. He goes right after the Yoichi, tunneling. Okay, now I'm healing this Quentin. Remember, I made one save off a hook. Come on, guys, we gotta get better. That's me in the game when I was actually playing it live. Just giving you guys some commentary during this first game, because I didn't talk a lot, because there really wasn't a whole lot of people watching me in my first game until the crying starts. Alright, Springtrap on me here. I'm just trying to avoid the Springtrap here. Quentin runs by, just desperate to get that save. That's his first save in the game. He made one save, okay. But he saved, the problem is he saved the thing right in the killer's face, and so now she's being tunneled. Now this is why you don't save people right in the face, especially in the face of a tunneling killer. If you're being observant, you already know this killer is tunneling off hook. And so Quentin basically got Fang down here again. All your fault, Quentin. You got her hooked the second time by saving her right in the face of a tunneling killer. And like I say, if you were being observant, you would have already realized from the Yoichi earlier that he's tunneling off hook. I save her, and guess who comes back, guys? Guess who comes back to try to get the kill? Mr. Tunneler himself. He missed. Oh, second time he hit her. I got my flashlight. I'm going to go in here and try to get another flashlight save that, of course, he has an Ebony Mori. Nice Ebony Mori, you sweaty fuck. I call him a sweaty fuck for carrying in an Ebony Mori. Let me see why you're tunneling now. And, I mean, he's a sweaty fuck not only for carrying bringing the Mori, but also for tunneling off hook multiple times now. Alright. So I see Yoichi has a gen more than halfway done somewhere. I don't know where. I make an observation of that, because I'm pretty observant when I play Survivor. I decided to go ahead and just get on this gen that I saw earlier, running through the house to save Yoichi or Fang or somebody. I made a notice, because again, I observe shit. I observed that this killer, that this generator was right here as I was going to make a save off that hook in front of the house. I notice here as well that Yoichi is being chased. Just took an axe to the head. Notice Quentin here is not doing anything. He's not doing a generator. He's probably running around looking for a healing kit, would be my guess. But he's not doing anything. You can see that. He's definitely not on a gen. He's not doing a totem. He's on a gen now. Good stuff, good stuff. I was gonna go over there and try to make a save, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and watch what happens. Let me go ahead and work on this gen. See if Quentin maybe goes for the save. See if he starts getting chased, whatever. Had that small skill check that I hit. There's another reason I love Bond. You know, every once in a while I can see a glimpse of Quentin there running, so I kind of have an idea that he is being chased here. But at this point, I'm going to go ahead and try to finish this gen. Because it's so close. And I kind of figure if I really need to, I can probably make it to save Yoichi off the hook if I need to. Yeah, I can see Quentin running downstairs there with my Bond. And of course he goes down. Not a surprise. Making my way towards the Yoichi, who's about to die on the hook. I realize I have to cut through the building, get the save. And again, a third time, the killer is tunneling off hook, going after the Yoichi. At this point, it's not a surprise, is it? Going after the injured person rather than the person at full health. And he gets the down. So notice where he went down here. This is going to make getting a save kind of difficult, so I'm careful, not just running there blindly. I'm like, okay, he's going to take him to another hook. I can get the save. But then I notice he's coming right in here. Try to get another flashlight save and save the Yoichi, but the spring trap shuts down Yoichi. And he's, you know, he can mori him, so I expect a mori at this point. And that's exactly what happens. I also see here that he's mooring the Yoichi right near the Quentin. At this point, the Quentin has a sliver of health left. I am not going to be a fool and run in there and try to get a last-second save, because we know that the killer is just going to immediately down him, if I do, and probably injure me. Sorry, man. I apologize here. I say sorry, man. But yeah, I mean, if I went in there, he would hit me, and he would down the Quentin. The Quentin wouldn't stand a chance if I went in there for the last-second save. He'd probably immediately hit him and down him, and then hit me, injure me. It would just be stupid to have tried to go in there and save the Quentin there. Even though I could have. But here I decided to play the smart game and look for the hatch. Listen, listen. Where's that beautiful hatch sound? The hissing sound of wind. Oh, is that it? Ooh, that is it. Common place for the hatch on the side of the shack. Made it. And at this point, I mean, it was a really tunnely killer. A really kind of a shitty killer, running an ebony mori and everything, and tunneling off hook multiple times. So if you're really going to be salty, anybody be salty at the spring trap, right? But instead, we get this. And he's mad at me for not going in and saving him, and taking the hatch instead. I remind him that by saving him, it would have just given him an easy 4K, and not to be an idiot. And of course, you know, you would think that it would end here in the in-game chat. And, you know, he called me a loser, so I reminded him, no, you lost. Better luck next time, bro. And he said, no, it's called being altruistic, you loser. No, that's called being an idiot, and I remind him of that. There's a difference between being altruistic and being an idiot. And why would I want to give a tunnely killer an easy 4K? He doesn't deserve it. And yeah, I was reminding him that the killer was right there while he was mooring Yoichi right by the hook. And then he reminds me about something about my MMR is going to be fudged for the rest of the night. I guess because I beat this tunnely garbage glitch trap. Okay. Whatever, bro. And like, everyone saw that you didn't save me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, live, yes, and watching you cry. So reminding, him that any viewers I have are watching him cry. Expect you to kill yourself to go save them. Even though that's going to give the killer an easy 4K. Me saving that guy in that situation would have just been a 4K. Oh, you should give the killer an easy 4K. But come save me. No. I'm going to give one of us a chance of getting hatched. And sadly, that wouldn't be you. So you're listening to me live here. At best, at very best, it would have been killing myself for him. At the very best. More than likely, though, it would have been a 4K. Played this game since launch. Cry all you want, man, but... If he hadn't been right there near you, Mori and Yoichi, yeah, I would have came and got you. I'm very altruistic. But the guy was right there, Mori and Yoichi, until you were almost dead, and then at that point it's just you and me. He was right there by the hook. I'm not stupid. You're a dumbass to think I should have came and saved you. Instead of being so goddamn stupid and selfish, maybe you should think and be happy that somebody escaped. Instead of everybody dying as you obviously wanted to happen. Why give the killer an easy 4K? The stupidity of some of these survivors is beyond comprehensible. You're supposed to kill yourself to come and save me, even though I know I'll die 10 seconds later anyway. So again, that was all me talking during my live stream here. And I kind of figured they would either come into my stream, they were already in my stream, or that they would watch my VOD. So I was kind of talking to them. And say, basically, you're an idiot, bro. Or, It was a big ego sigh. And sure enough, they were in my stream. I just didn't know what their name was in my stream when I was saying all that. But they make their appearance here soon. And I will leave the rest of this stream, which is one more game, for you guys to witness me debating, I guess you would call it, with the crybaby who makes his way soon into my stream. Ba 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 ba. Well, kind of a long wait for Survivor 2 tonight. First Kai TV. Are you live, my dude? First Kai. They are not live. 317 followers. But not live. Good luck in the game, First Guy. I was just talking about you. If you were live, I would have given you a shout out and went and followed you and everything. It's kind of what I do when I get other streamers in my lobby. But you gotta be live. But yeah, good luck. Let's get a dub. Welcome to my stream. Let's get this going. And that last game, guys, believe it or not, was an escape for me. I got the hatch. Bad Mercy, how long have you been playing Dead by Daylight? Be honest, how long have you been playing Dead by Daylight? Like 6 months, a year? Yes, you were selfish because you insisted on both of us dying over me getting a chance at the hatch. And then you cry about it. If I would have went and saved you, 90% chance both of us would have died. At least. If I would have saved you as you wanted, 90% chance both of us would have died. And you would obviously prefer both of us dying over me getting out. Like, in no way, shape, or form would you have had a decent chance of getting the hatch. Like, the chances of you getting hatched there would have been, like, less than probably 5%. Whereas by letting you die, I had approximately a 50% chance of getting hatched. So what's more, Mr. Smart Guy? What is more, 50 or 5? I think 50 is more. Go back and watch the go back and watch the VOD from my point of view, dude. And if you ever people that ever watch me know that I am altruistic as hell. I am super altruistic. However, I'm not an idiot. And saving you, I would have been being an idiot. But you could be in here crying all you want. I know I saved you at least once in the game. And probably healed you. How many times did I save you and or heal you? Versus how many times did you save or heal me? Let's figure that one out. Should we go back and look versus who healed and saved the other one more? Pretty sure I saved and or healed you more than you saved and healed me. And you're in here crying. You're just bitter because I escaped and you didn't. Boo-hoo. Move on, dude. Move on to your next game. Enjoy your next game. Good luck, like I said. You're being an absolute crybaby bitch right now. I will tell you, I've been playing Dead by Daylight. I've been playing Dead by Daylight since it launched back in 2016. And at no point have I ever went to anybody else's stream to cry about a game in any way, shape, or form. Never. Not once I've ever went to anyone else's stream to cry and bitch and complain. But look at you here. 17 fucking walls of text. Crying still. You haven't even moved on to your next game. Dude, move on to your next game. It's over. You died. Like, move on, man. Dude, I scored like 37,000 points or some shit last game. I was altruistic as shit. I saved several people. Just because I didn't kill myself to save you. Get the fuck over it. You haven't moved on to the next game. If you have moved on to the next game, you're just standing there being worthless to your teammates. Oh, kind of like you were worthless the last game to your team. That's why we had to get hatched, because you were worthless last game. I forgot about that, but again, I was supposed to have saved you. Okay.
Get this figured out.
You're such a crybaby, dude. You are the definition of a crying little pussy.
Whoa!
Thanks for giving me another viewer, though, man. I appreciate it. And you're making yourself look like an idiot with this content.
They really did one over on you.
I think I'm going to put you on my YouTube channel showing how to be an absolute pathetic pussy in Dead by Daylight. So look up my YouTube channel. You'll probably find yourself. So go watch my YouTube channel video tomorrow. You'll find your game and you're crying in my stream. And we'll see how many people agree with me and how many people agree with that I should have saved you. How about that? But thanks for the content, man. I have 25,000 subs on YouTube, bud. And you're one of my 2 viewers. Actually, I have 6 viewers. You're one of my viewers right now. And you're providing me with free content, so I appreciate that. And you obviously haven't moved on to your next game. And like I said, if you are in a game, you're being absolutely worthless to your team. Imagine going to somebody else's stream and viewer shaming when you probably don't even have a Twitch channel yourself. And if you do, you probably get like 2 followers. But you're over here viewer shaming me? That's pretty pathetic, my dude. You're actually viewer shaming me because you died in a video game. What's next? Are you gonna wish cancer upon me? You gonna wish that I die in a fatal car wreck? You're absolutely pathetic, my dude. Nope. Now we need to deliver this tape anyway. You know what, killer? I think David's on my gen. Yeah. We know she doesn't have no head. Might help this way. Welcome to stream, everybody. Get that gate open, Kate. That's awesome. At least she didn't come over here and try to heal me like most survivors. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Run that way. There you go. Good job, Kate. She's fucking dead on hook. We gotta try to get the save. No. Alright, Kate got pushed out there. What a dumbass killer. She's dead. She was dead on hook. There you go, Meg. Well, she's gonna have to get out. And see, this is a situation where the guy, the crybaby the last time, yeah. This is a situation where the guy the last time would have said, "Why didn't you save me? Why didn't you save me? What? You should have saved me." Yeah, that would be the same thing as my last game. It would have been killing yourself to try to save you. But idiots like the last guy don't even think about that. All they think about is save me, no matter what. Even if I'm in basement being camped by a Bubba with no head. Save me. You're a piece of shit for not saving me. GG's first guy. Were you got out last game, right? Or did you die? You weren't the Kate, were you? Wasn't even paying attention to who was who. Too busy arguing with the last idiot. You just got out. You were the Meg. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yep, good game. Yeah. I basically had a guy the game before yours where he was crying because I let him die in a situation like David was there. It was like that David basically crying at you that you didn't save him. Where saving him would have just been killing yourself. Yeah. No, two's better than 4 kills. Welcome to stream, everybody. We got 9 viewers. Welcome in. Or it says we have 9 viewers anyway. Yeah, looks like we have quite a few. Welcome in, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Thanks so much for that follow first, Sky. I appreciate that. How long you been playing Dead by Daylight, if you don't mind me asking? I appreciate that follow. Appreciate the support. Yeah, I seriously think I'm going to make a video of that first game I had with that crybaby. The guy who expected me to kill myself to save him. Almost since the start? That's awesome. Yeah, so you've been playing, you saw all the, like, the first ruin, the first Hag's ruin and shit that was, like, really bad. Look at these walls of text. Man, what a crybaby. Anybody that watches me, Bad Marcy, anybody that watches me knows that I'm altruistic as shit. I'm just not an idiot about it. Not wasting any more of my precious time on such a hypocrite. Good riddance, man. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Nobody, if there's any mods on my stream, don't erase this text or anything. Don't ban him. He's fine. Not only that, if I make a video to put on my YouTube channel, I'm gonna want that text so I can show it all in a video on YouTube. I think I will make a YouTube video of it, because it's pretty much the sad state that Dead by Daylight's in. Like, I've been playing for like the last week on anonymous mode because it's mostly survivors. It's mostly not killers coming in saying GG easy. I mean, every once in a while I get that, but for the most part, it's bitter survivors mad because they die, even if they play horribly, rather than contemplating and taking any kind of, you know, self-look at how they might have made a mistake. They want to blame somebody else for their death. That's mostly what it is, the survivors coming in and being little whiny bitches. Again, I'm being honest, guys. I've been playing this game for thousands of hours since 2016. And I've had both really, you know, tunnely killers, campy as fuck killers back in the camping days before borrowed time and before hook you know, the hook swiveled and all that stuff, where if a killer basically face camped you, you were dead. But at no point in the 9 plus years I've been playing Dead by Daylight, at no point have I ever went into somebody else's stream, not a killer stream or not a fellow survivor stream, to whine and cry about dying. And that's just the honest truth. I've never went into somebody else's stream to whine and cry and make myself look like an idiot, because that's exactly what I knew it would be. Have I been tempted to go to somebody else's stream and say, you fucking bitch? Of course I have, but I've never actually done it, and that's the difference. But it's a very rare that I even get tempted to go into somebody else's stream and be like, you tunneled me, you fuck, because I know that it's just going to make you look as pathetic as this last guy. Sup, sup. Welcome in, though, everybody.